Hello, and welcome along to episode 11 of Mark to Deletion. Wow, my brain just froze. I was halfway between Urxos and Mark, and I was like, who is Merc? That's all I could get out. Cool. Last week we had a session. We did. Can anybody tell me what optimization was all about? It was last week's session. Brozzig did the recap last
the title?
so he's off the table.
Not it.
I can try.
Go for it,
Things
Rico.
get a little hazy
Believe
at
in
a certain
yourself.
point. Yeah. So I think we started last session deciding on what to do with the Drow Wizardess Averna.
100%.
We had a lot of deliberation as to whether we should just leave her be, locked in her petrification until who knows what happened, or to kill her. Ultimately, we decided, I think, that it was best to off her, and so Brozzig put her in the whatever it was called, the Transfiguration Chamber. We evaded explosion by one,
Barely.
right?
Yeah, you rolled a 50 when you needed a 50.
And back before we could even decide on how, Baxter had already pulled his gun out and shot her through the head, killed her.
He's a pussy.
Yeah, we did a little more investigating, and basically found Averna's journal or something along those effects.
100% general.
And wherein we basically discovered that she was incredibly evil, that she experimented on humanoids prior to trying to splice beasts and whatnot, and that in fact the entire wizard tower was born of necromantic energy. She basically sucked
She used
the
the
life
death
out
of many.
something like that. Yeah.
To fuel it. That is correct.
Yeah. So that sort of made us feel not so bad. And then
She is the least of your crimes.
we found some loot. We took her robes and her some other stuff.
Is Brozzig wearing that robe of transmutation?
Yeah, who is wearing the robes?
I don't know. We never really decided who was wearing the robes. I don't think.
I mean, Brozzig will certainly take them.
Do they do anything?
Brozzig wanted it.
We got a couple of staffs
Sure.
anyway.
I don't want it.
Yeah. I don't know.
We should sell them if no one wants it. That's
Wait, which one are you talking about? The staff?
Do we have it listed? No, the
Yes,
robe.
the robes are here. Once per day, you gain three times per day you can do a 1 minute benefit, which can either be temp HP, double in jump distance, advantage on strength, dex, and con saves, or advantage on in wisdom and charisma saves. They aren't like female silky robes. This is literally just like a cloak. You can lob it over the back of whatever. The temp HP obviously makes a lot of sense for Brozzig. He's in the front line, so if nobody else wants it, I don't think you should sell these. I think you should use them.
yes, they match my
Yeah,
nice
so-
stone.
not
My nice
selling
stone that we took from her.
Yeah.
Also from
Yeah,
her
they do
from
that.
the tower.
They do require attunement though. Worth mentioning.
I can't remember if anything noteworthy else happened at the tower. Brozzig carved out the spider onyx spider's eye for later use.
That had happened on the previous episode, but on the way
Was that the
out,
previous episode?
Newton grabbed the pearl.
Yes. Newton
collapsed the
basically
tower.
collapsed the tower into and we're like, how the fuck did you do that? And he's like, oh, the book told me. And so it turned out that the book that we had given Newton was in fact sentient.
Mhm.
Similarly to the axe, I can't remember its name.
Minamrak.
Chopper.
Chopper.
Oh yeah, or Chopper. Chopper's the
Minamrak,
easy one to
Minamrak.
remember, but Minamrak's the easy one to remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minamrak. That's right. So then we packed up and head on back home. During the trip home, I think that Aisha tried to speak with Vulgo and Del regarding the
Choices
morality
you
of
made, yes.
killing and evil versus good in the world, and there was that. And
They
then,
basically said we didn't do anything.
Yeah, they did.
And I stand by that.
Yeah.
We
we
were
were not
not
gonna.
Del's not going to feel guilty about a bad person getting what's coming to her.
Especially when Del was like, we shouldn't kill her, we shouldn't kill her, we shouldn't kill her. And you killed her anyway.
It wasn't that she cared that much. It was like, just leave her be. Who cares? But I'm not gonna shed a tear over her.
And then I think, if I remember it correctly, I think Brozzig and Vulgo had a stick measuring contest.
Essentially.
They were just like, look at my stick. Look at how cool it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then we got home. And then when we got home, we decided to debrief with Eliana. As we always do.
At which point all of your party members that were not you four conspicuously disappeared.
Yes. Indeed. As Eliana seemed to be in a decent mood. And so we basically laid it down. We explained what went down at Lex's factory. And we explained the true nature of Lex. And also basically explained the true nature of the Wizard's Tower. And Eliana was actually familiar with Averna. Explained that she was at one point part of the Mystics. And was ousted. And so this must have been where she was hiding all along. Yeah, and then we gave her the bottle of Boundless Coffee. She was very, very pleased and said, you know what, you guys are so great. You should go and pick up your armor from
Illusion armor. Yeah.
Illusion armor, your proper digs. And so there was that. And then this is where things start to get hazy.
You're
think
so close to the end, that's why.
Yeah,
There's
I think
literally 2 things
Lex had a convo with Vulgo wherein she was like, oh, I think I need to discover myself a little more, and asked if Vulgo could introduce her to Lenny via Oleg. And so we made that connection, and they, sort of like linked up in however way that they linked up.
Avatar style.
Yeah, basically. And transferred data. And Lex was just like, okay, I'm going to go visit oh God, I keep forgetting the name of this place.
The Last Light Chapel.
Last Light
Chapel. That's it.
And so we wished her Godspeed, and made sure that she wasn't going there to, off herself or anything. And then after that, was the true insanity of Brozzig. Was he sauced up? Were you sauced up?
I mean, Brozzig's always a little bit buzzed.
He's always a bit buzzed, but I think after quite a good deal of drinking with Paisley, mustered up enough courage to speak with I can't remember her name, Baxter
Bex.
Baxter's Bex. Bex, the resident surgeon, to ask if she could perform voluntary surgery and replace his eye with that of the onyx spiders, to which she was ecstatic. And they just had a really gnarly fucking blood fest. It was very icky and gooey.
It was crazy.
And yeah, it was cray. And
Brozzig
came out of it with a crazy new eye that does a whole slew of things. Big kudos to James for homebrewing that on the spot. And then we got our armors. And then we went to go see Mikayla.
Yes.
And we gave him the Karstack orb. And he told us about the soiree. And what else did he tell us about? I can't recall.
He taught me how to change my appearance at will.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, the reason that he wants us to attend the soiree is to sort of just
absorb information and
Yes,
see
spy on
allies.
Politicians.
And to do so, he had you, Vulgo, suggested that you looked like somebody who was pretty innocuous from the Miniature Republic, in front of whom he expects people not to worry about what they say or do. Yep.
And then we went to go purchase some
fancy suits.
Fancy suits for the party. And I think that's where we end the session.
Yeah, the only thing that you missed was Dylan asking you once again to visit Louvain in Perdition.
Visit Louvain, that's correct.
Telling you that he had some whiskey you could give to him as a gift. And indeed, that is where we pick back up. early afternoon, I think. Is that right? Early afternoon, the day after. Yes. Oh, no, never mind. We are
now, or is it...
we are late evening Pale Sun 14 or early morning Pale Sun 15, unless I don't think anybody needs to do anything the previous day. So we'll put it 0730 Pale Sun 15th. Yeah, it's early morning, day of rapture. You know that it's better to go to Perdition before shit gets rolling, whilst most of the assholes are still in bed. Aisha has been promised a shopping trip in Perdition, so she'll be coming with you. She is so looking forward to it. Like, she's like a kid at Christmas, like 6:30 in the morning. She's banging on Paisley's door, like, come on, we're gonna get ready. Come on, shopping time, girl. How are you not excited?
I don't get up immediately.
Got coffee ready. Come on.
Oh,
she goes
leaving.
And bangs on Vulgo's door, bangs on Brozzig's door, bangs on Oleg's door, and then comes back to you, and it's like, come on, Paisley, it's shopping time.
Oh, fine. I roll out of bed very slowly.
I'll buy you some cool sunglasses.
Okay. All right.
And yeah.
I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself to look like just an average member of the collusion. I'm gonna open the door. Hello.
Please describe an average member of the collusion.
Like, just someone not of the main party and not of the main social group.
Okay, are they human?
They're human, but they're just like, you wouldn't even glance at them walking past the street. They're just very plain looking. Maybe they've got like a few robot-y things on their face.
That's the opposite of everything.
I was gonna say that's like basically like. I was gonna say, do you have blue or red or green hair? Do you have a mohawk?
Yeah, so he's got no hair, but a tiny little like wisp.
Okay.
That's like multicolored as it comes out.
Maybe?
And his eyelashes are rainbow colored.
Wow,
and long and luscious.
That's better.
I just did a look stupid moment and then puts her glasses on, so looks down and Vulgo, you're one of 4 people in the entire collusion that doesn't have any implants that I can't send a message to, brain to brain. I've knocked on the other 3's doors. It's good disguise though.
I don't know who Vulgo is. The reason why you can't message me is because I'm currently offline.
Right. And that's because you know exactly how it all works, right?
I was about to say, it doesn't even work like that.
Are you aware that you have a sunfly flying around your head? Pretty big giveaway.
Oh, that pesky thing. Get away, you.
Pesky. I'm ready. Let's go shopping.
Hey, these guys sound like Vulgo.
I think I could change my voice, right?
I don't know. Can you change your voice? He gave you the actor feed, so. What are you saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's part of the whole process.
I better add that then. Sorry.
You don't have your feet yet. Everybody else has feet.
Is it just regular actor feet?
Oh, that's why you don't have it yet.
Oh,
yes, it is, but the actor feat does one thing that I was going to change to something else. Now, remind me what the one thing is that you wouldn't be able to do as Zorgo.
So my charisma score is increased by 1. You have advantage on deception and performance checks when trying to pass yourself off as a different person, and you can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by other creatures.
So you can't mimic any sounds made by other creatures. Instead, you have a I can't remember what you have advantage on yes, so the additional one is you have advantage on charisma deception and charisma performance checks when trying to convince somebody you are where you are meant to be. Or to convince them that you belong in the place you are, or even we can take that a little bit further as to like you belong to the same cast of people or whatever. If you're pretending to be a bartender in a bar, you have advantage on performance and deception checks, for example. I will write that out for you at some point. But yes, it's just
16
a slight change.
charisma.
No animal noises, basically.
Okay, then yes, then I don't sound like Vulgo. But that's fine. But after realizing that she can see right through this, I just like drop the whole thing.
Mhm.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, we've got about 26 minutes and 42 seconds before we need to leave. And breakfast is awaiting.
What's for breakfast?
Same stuff as always. Canteen, let's go.
Okay, if there a vending machine, we can we can
You can
walk
pass
past
the vending
on
machine
the
if you
way.
want to spend the group's hard-earned credits on crisps and chocolate.
Perfect.
Great. What do you want? You want potato chips? You want?
What candy is there?
Oh, don't make me pull up that document.
Okay, fine. What
I told you about the-
flavor potato chips
no,
are
no,
there?
I told you about the candies before. There is one that does popping candy fizzing in your mouth. There's one
Oh, I'll
that
take
tastes
those.
like
I'll take those.
3 different chocolate bars, one after another.
I'll take the fizzy ones. You can stop.
Great. Okay,
You sold
that's
me.
10 credits. Do you want potato
Yep.
chips or a drink? Let's go with it.
Could I have a? Is there like a defog for your mind?
There is there's not one from the de-stress company, but there is something else which you probably would quite like, which is called Go in huge letters, and they've got various different ones. You've got Go Boost, you've got Go Live, you've got Go, but one of them is Go Up. And it's got like this bright green label across it. It's super fizzy, it's blueberry flavored, and it can cause slight fluttering of the eyelids. It wakes you up so fast.
Yeah, I'll
Like
take that
being
one.
Punched in the face by an energy drink.
Yeah, I'll take the blueberry one.
Yeah, it pops out and positively leaps into your hand. Within 2 sips, you're like wide to the brim. You will have
Yeah,
advantage
I'm gonna
on
pour.
all initiative checks.
Oh, initiative checks.
Initiative rolls, if you will.
I'm gonna pour the candy in the can. Sorry, go on.
You didn't mean candy like Americans mean candy bar. You meant literal candy. It doesn't do that. You're
Sweet.
trying
Pop
to,
rocks.
yeah, no, you're trying to pour a
Yeah.
chocolate bar into a drink right now.
Well, you said there were sweets
No,
that
the
pop in your
chocolate
mouth.
has little popping candy in it that fizzes in
Oh
your mouth. Can't
no.
pour that into the drink.
Okay, then no, I won't do that then.
Okay. You can have fruit bursts if you want instead.
No, it's
get
too
those in
late
your
now.
mouth.
The
Yeah,
vending
cool.
machine screwed me over.
Yeah, it has. One thing worth mentioning: you will have advantage on any initiative rolls you make
Yep.
today until you.
Let's
take
go
your
get in a
rest.
fight, guys.
But you will have disadvantage
Oh,
on any perception checks you make.
really? During Pride Month?
Wow.
You are not going to be able to make that argument with me for another 17 days. I'm not looking. I don't care enough. Yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. Yes, advantage on initiative rolls and disadvantage on perception checks. Everybody else is gathering in the canteen for breakfast. You will notice that Aisha is there and sat sort of with his hands, his head in his hands.
That sounded
Right
fine.
back.
That sounded normal.
We will vamp. Vulgo, you know that they have free food here, yes? Well, you're getting food from vending machine.
What's wrong with
Because
home cooking? This is delicious.
It's free.
They give you coffee.
but if someone gave you free poison, would you drink that?
Your eyeballs
No.
are vibrating right now.
This coffee.
I don't think you of all people should be criticizing people's eyes.
you know what? Fair
It's
point.
got you
fair
there.
point. Fair play.
Sat with his head on his hands, looking absolutely dead to the world, is Shift. And you can see that Aisha has dragged him out of bed, and he is not impressed. And he is sort of half-heartedly drinking at this black coffee.
Shift,
Where are we going then?
you're joining us on this shopping trip.
Shopping. Yeah,
Yep.
apparently.
Good. You can haggle for us. You're a.
No.
Okay.
You want me
Wow.
to dwarven up your coffee there? Got little whiskey put in it, maybe?
It's 7 o'clock in the morning, Brozzig. No.
So
So
You
I'm
want-
tired.
you want the beer then? You want something lighter? We can do that.
I want my
Shift. It's
coffee.
rapture. Don't be such a.
Yeah. Well, you didn't
Party
lose a bet
pooper.
with a total.
Why do we have to go so early, Aisha?
Oh, we're going to Perdition. Shift says since it looks at you. Yeah.
Is that?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we probably want to be leaving before 11. Otherwise, especially on Rapture, shit's going to get crazy. We don't want to get caught up in crazy.
I see.
As much as I hate it, she's right. Early morning's best, and I lost a bet with a total, so I'm coming with you.
Glad for
man.
it.
Well, fine.
It's okay. I have some business to talk to you with Shift on the way, so we will. we will
Great, I
chat.
can't wait. Does it involve whiskey? Because I don't want to talk about whiskey right now. In fact, I don't think I ever want to talk about whiskey again. He
Brozzig,
sort
hit
of
me.
grabs his head and
Hit me up. I'll hold out my coffee.
Wow. You guys are really getting into the rapture spirit.
Only happens once a year.
So what you coming as tonight?
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to get masks too, guys. We have to get the
Oh, you
rapture
haven't
masks.
yet?
No.
I think
What
I'm
is
going to be a
yours?
goat.
Oh, that's fun. Aisha?
You know, I was. Yeah, Aisha, what are you going to be?
She sort of smiles at you. It's a bit of a surprise. It is so
Oh.
freaky.
Oh,
You will
in what
love
way?
it. Oh, I've got. I can't. Let me show you.
Okay.
And she sort of
Very
dashes
easy.
off and comes back. And as she puts this she holds up this stick over her face. Her head turns upside down.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
So her face is just upside down.
Oh,
Uh,
goodness.
It's just an
That is
illusion. It's
unsettling.
obviously an illusion, but she's like, isn't it sick?
That is
Oh,
really that
yeah.
is impressive. Not going to
It's
lie.
pretty cool,
I
yeah.
don't like it. I mean, I do like it, but I don't like how creepy it is.
I love
was
it. She says and sort of puts it away.
I was
Fine.
thinking maybe I get the Quilzok mask.
Wow.
That'd be cool. We can get one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I think.
Yeah.
I did. After we murdered that one, it was pretty fierce. When I saw it up close, I think it would be good.
Yeah, we can do that. The long tongue
Yeah.
might be pretty cool. They had one last year, like a Komodo dragon one.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
um,
talking about.
Baxter wore and breathed fire and everything. It was really cool. Should we get ourselves down to Perdition? Cool.
Yeah, let's go.
And with that, she is going to drag you off. And you guys can head to a tavern. This tavern is called... this is the same place where you sat with Kronks and he offered you everything you've ever wanted and you turned him down.
That sounds familiar.
Here we go, the Darktown Sip.
Yes.
This is your closest entrance to Perdition. And as you go in, the bartender's just sort of sat behind the counter. He's not expecting anyone anywhere near this early. You can tell he's just putting a delivery away, and he sort of looks over to you and, I'll be damned. It's an early customer.
Are bars always open this early?
No. Taverns, though, we tend to be pretty early hours, but this is particularly early. Our doors never close.
I see.
And Shift sort of looks over, and that's why I need to see you. Passage to a dark place. And the bartender sort of looks over him. It's a green dragonborn. He sort of tilts his head to the side. Is that so? At the end of nowhere. He gestures down the corridor. And puts his hand out. And Shift will slap his wrist down on top of the other guy's wrist, paying him 500 credits for passage into Is that right? I don't know. 600 credits for passage into Perdition. So it's 100 each. And you guys can head down the corridor and to what looks like the disabled toilets. And when you get there, the door is hanging ever so slightly off, and it says "out of order" on the front. And with complete confidence, Shift pushes against the door, and it holds for a moment, and then you hear this sort of click. Give me a perception check if your name is Oleg.
Guidance.
Oh. I'm gonna need it. What's the guidance for?
Your guidance will guarantee you pass because the DC is 10.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 9. So excellent work. 9 plus 3 is 12. Yeah. You notice that like there's a click release, which is like a remote release for a door usually. You can hear the sliding of a bolt out of the door. And there was no way you were getting through until it was released without like kicking the entire door down. Well, as soon as that door's released, you head through. And you see like a dark spiral staircase heading down. It looks like something you might find in a dodgy nightclub. Which is appropriate. This is not the music I was looking for. So kind of close. As you head into Perdition. I have like 6,422 things to do, so bear with me. Ugh, there we go. Perdition. As you head out of this spiral staircase, you get to the bottom of it, and you see this sort of iron-rusted grate in front of you. Dripping down just in front of the door is this sort of vile green liquid just to the side. And as you open up the grate, you look across the street, and you see 3 men huddled really close together. They're all in these sort of purple and luminous green sleeping bags, huddled very closely together. And as one of them sort of sees you, he looks up and, spare a penny. Spare a penny. Good luck, you know.
How do you spare a penny in this world?
You can't. You need to, well, you can. You've got your gold watches, right? Gold bands. So you can put it on top of his credit collector. He's still got those 3 base implants that most of them are born with.
Okay,
You
cool.
can drop him credit if you wish.
Brozzig will drop him 15 in honor of the 15th of the month being Rapture, presuming that's good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
For the
Nice,
Rapture.
it looks up at you. Happy festival. Thanks, man.
That's
Appreciate
right. Stay safe out there, my friend.
it. Right. Yeah. Safe. Thanks. You see, he sort of leans over and says something to his friend, and his friend lowers something that he was holding. Not a gun. He looked like he was like holding something in his hand, ready to sort of lob it.
Getting ready to smack us if we didn't.
Yeah.
He was going to throw something towards you, and
Yeah.
he didn't because you guys spared him some money. Aisha sort of looks around and Shift, get us on that hyper pass. We've all got those rings on, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yep.
All right, we're headed to the outskirts, so Shift will drop us off and then meet us there. He can't get on the hyper pass, but no one moves faster than Shift, so.
Wait, why can't you get on
Why
hyper
not?
pass shift?
Not permitted. I'm gonna pass. I piss people off. What can I say?
No, I get it.
Yeah. But I'm pretty quick. I'll meet you there. I'll take you down to the so you remember this is like a black stream that you can just walk on nice and slowly. And it feels like you're moving very slowly, but you move very, very fast. He will then proceed to teleport across, and you will be able to work your way up to the outskirts of Perdition. The outskirts of Perdition are the outskirts of the city. This is where Perdition begins to rise up, almost like rising out of the ground, as if through a moat of light and darkness. And you'll see the wastelands of Urxos as a whole in front of you. But you know, even now, you're still in a bit of a darker, drearier area. And you see 3 or 4 little buildings with cozy-looking lights on. And outside one of them is this sort of slightly angled sign neon sign saying open that's sort of flickering on and off way too quickly and annoyingly. And just above it, it says Gatts, and it's like GATS, and then you can see that he's like tried to fit a second T in there because someone's misspelled the sign.
Classic.
Yeah, this it says open and it's flickering, and that's Gatts's place. And then right next door is this sort of very plain-looking squat grey building, and then in front of it, it's covered in graffiti, bright graffiti, pictures of different animals and like cartoon scenes and everything. And then there's these huge letters that look like they've been stolen from different shop signs, that spell out "I buy things" with 2 Z's. It's written like wonky and everything. You can tell that like the B is huge and the Y is really, really small. It's all sort of decrepit and stuck together. There are 2 more shops on this street. One of them doesn't have any sign on it at all. And there's a little wooden sign outside that someone looks like they sort of stuck in the mud. It just says, "We're closed, fuck off." Underneath it. And then the 4th shop just along a little further is, sorry, different notes page here. I'm just moving to it. Is called The Final Drop. And unlike the others, this sign work is beautiful in sort of silver filigree and steel, and it looks, there's this sort of almost illusion around it. You know when you light a fuse in a video game and like the string burns down with that sort of sparkling? It looks like that, but it's going all the way around the lettering constantly. The place has this solid iron door that is firmly closed. And there's a proper sign outside, a digital sign that shows the opening hours, that shows it's due to open in about 20 minutes. That's called The Final Drop. Yeah, as you guys stand outside, what are you doing? Where are you going? As Shift blinks into existence right next to you.
Say, Aisha, where do you want to go? Anywhere in particular?
It's always worth looking at Kre'chthet's place, and then there's this leathers boutique a little bit close to where we might exit, which is pretty cool. They've got like some cool riding gear, and then I want to speak to Gatts as well, and she gestures towards the door.
Yep.
There's this cool place where they do readings. I think it might be fun to go to reading.
Sounds fun.
And then there's the party shop, where we could get stuff for tonight. There's all sorts going on in there. And then
okay.
And as she goes to say the other place, like Shift is sort of shaking his head, and I could go to Acid Rain another day.
What is that?
Sounds like a nightclub.
No.
Sounds like a drugstore.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a pharmacy of sorts.
I'll go with you.
She smiles. No. Shift says no, I'm afraid. There are a couple of other places that I could maybe head along to. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. But for now, I could do a seeing Cass.
Yeah, you know, we're not exactly digital right now. Most of our credits are tied up in all these items that we stole from that tower.
You need Kre'chthet's place. It's just there. Look, he buys things.
Maybe we should go there first before we go see Gatts.
I buy things.
So we have some money? Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You head up to I buy things, yeah?
Let's buy things.
Here we go. As you get to the front door, you go to put your handle, and the door and the actual door handle sort of reaches out and roars at you with sharp teeth. And I just sort of nervously pushes the main bit of the door instead. And when you enter in, this shop is absolutely crammed full of the most random shit you have ever seen. Hanging off of different shelves are sort of like, there's a dog collar, there's a huge golden chain with G on it, there's a broom that is hovering slightly off the shelf, there's this huge crystal orb inside which seems to be a storm. As you head further along, there are two eyeballs that sort of follow you as you walk. There is what looks to be a large creature's snout that seems to still be breathing, even though it is attached to nothing. There is a gas mask hanging off of a pink umbrella with a small silver frog that is still ribbiting at you very loudly whilst completely stock still. There is a small onyx statuette of each one of you next to each other, including Shift and Aisha, the six of you just in a line. And as you sort of look at it, whoever catches its eye, your own self will wave at you. There is a mirror inside which a gorgon is slowly swaying from left to right. And there's a huge bird cage with the tiniest parrot you've ever seen in existence, about 1/4 centimeter tall in it. There are 7 different bones that look like they belong to someone's legs, artfully arranged in a circle around a small rabbit who is holding a gun and pointing it at you. And then finally, behind the counter, as you look to the front, is the ugliest creature you've ever seen. This is Kre'tchthet. He's just wearing a pair of pants.
Nice.
He looks over at you and he's actually dripping poison. He's like, "You're here to shop. Lovely. You buying or selling?"
Maybe a little of both. Yeah.
Little both? Oh, you're my favorite customers already. Lovely. What are you selling?
What are you buying?
Anything and everything.
Okay, great.
Love it.
We've got some magic.
I think Brozzig
stuff.
just dumps
buy
a sack
more.
on the counter. Just dumps a sack on the counter of all the stuff for
I'd
him.
like
So
to buy. That's
Ugh.
cool. What are you
not,
selling?
not for sale. Not for sale.
Never
Not for
is.
sale.
All right.
I just got it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he just got that.
he'll sort of pick through the pieces, and he eats one of the psi crystals. He
You're paying for that.
Oh, they're
Yeah, you gotta
candy.
pay for
Oh,
that.
Yeah, he'll pay you for it.
Not
He
the-
offers you a
not the
price and then
crystals.
eats one of it. He takes one of the 3 gold buttons and pushes it into his chest, where it just sits in. The ale, he sort of looks at it and
It's high
fuel.
quality. High
And
quality.
then he pins the bracelet in his ear. He takes the master's amulet and shudders and throws it across the room as hard as he can. And then he rolls the Ursat's eye up and down the king. There you go. That's exciting. He'll pay you for all of it. And you guys give me a list, including purple crystals, blue gems, gold buttons, gold pieces, diamonds, ale, bracelets, master's amulet, Ursat's eye, 3 scrolls, an orb of direction, a lantern of tracking, a ritual dagger, which he seems very excited about, and 3 water-breathing
good.
potions, which he drinks all 3 of immediately. And then he will offer you 32,282 credits.
Does he react at all of the purple crystals?
No, he just ate it. He ate one of them. Put the other 3 on the side.
What is this guy? Is he a goblin?
Fucking awesome is what he is.
Give me a religion check.
Religion?
You know he's not a goblin. I will tell you that.
I was kind of hoping he was a goblin.
Can I also perform the religion?
Yeah, of course you can.
No, I didn't do it. That's a 5.
10 for me.
Wow, you doubled my score.
With a 10, you get the idea he might be some sort of devil or demon.
Sure.
I'm not sure exactly what.
Well,
Is that everything?
let us peruse your wares.
Lovely. You peruse away. Anything you want. What's perusing?
Browsing.
Browsing? No, for buying, not for browsing.
Well, browsing to buy, then.
That you are. Always browsing to buy when you're here. I buy things when I sell them too. Otherwise, how would I have the credits to buy anything?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can we touch this stuff? Brozzig's about to poke his obsidian statue in the face. Can we touch stuff? Or...
If you want to die,
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. I
Ah.
don't want to die.
you can see what happens. You like that, do you? It's
No,
uglier since you came in.
Well, you know.
It
Fair
looked like me before.
Okay.
I fucking love this guy.
I
What
wanna
are you doing
see
for-
this
What are you
guy's
doing for
ads.
Rapture? What are you doing for Rapture? You can party with us?
I buy things.
Oh, okay.
He
Don't
posts
celebrate. I
posts
guess.
the sign. maybe not many customers are Rapture, but gotta stay open, right? It's
You
all
gotta
about
make a
getting the
living.
business. I haven't slept in 71 months.
Nice. Secure the bag. It's good to see someone enjoy their work.
I don't buy bags. They're boring.
I don't believe that.
I buy everything in them.
You're selling one right
Get the
here.
bags.
I pointed his bag of holding.
Full of things. Look at it. And he'll take the bag of holding and he will literally pour it onto the floor, and literally
God.
hundreds of thousands of ball bearings just go across the floor.
Oh,
it's
you've
a
got them
bundle.
everywhere.
And then you see he looks so excited. He's like, "What? For my next trick!" And he picks up this little tiny broom that looks like it belongs to a dustpan and brush. And he starts brushing the air, and the ball bearings rush and climb back into the bag of holding.
Oh, that is cool.
La-di-da.
I stand
Can I see
corrected.
that? Can I see that bag, please?
Yeah.
Kre'tchthet.
Catch. He's gonna throw it at you, and the ball bearings are gonna spill out as it's coming towards you.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh.
gonna
Stop
try to like
this.
catch them and sort of like
Yeah.
scoop them all back in.
He just brushes them back in. They climb back in. You can hide without the ball bearings if you really want. I don't know why anybody would want an empty bag, but it's big.
Well, Oleg's gonna like look around, sort of inspect it, and he'll sort of mutter to Paisley. He'll be like, "Don't fight this. Don't buy this fucking thing. I can make something like this."
Oh no, I wasn't gonna buy a bag from this guy.
You can make things?
You didn't hear that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm,
air on the
something
wall.
like that.
It's cheating. I know, but I like it.
Oh.
As you look back, you do see on the wall there is a tiny human ear. And
Oh,
it
no.
twitches when he mentions it.
Yeah, I
Wait, how much
consider
per
myself something of a artificer.
You make things, you can sell them to me. I buy things.
I consider it.
I start coming up with a plan to sell this guy infused items and then just remove the infusions.
Yeah.
And then I remember he's got an ear that can hear everything, so I'll tell Oleg that later. Okay.
I'll put the bag back on.
Okay.
You know, I am kind of enticed by this stone of good luck.
As you're browsing, he jumps up on the counter, sits on the counter, pulls his foot towards him, and starts biting one of his toenails.
Is there any like junk in here, or is it all like?
There's
things
so
of
much
value?
junk.
So much.
There is all sorts of random shit that is not listed. If you can imagine it, it's probably here
Scraps and
somewhere.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking for like materials to build with?
Well, specifically to make my mask with, because Oleg doesn't think that he'll be able to find.
Wow,
a particular
DIY.
mask.
Okay.
that he
So
wants.
I've got hundreds of different things. Have you got any sort of idea of? I could
Yeah,
read you
so the-
everything, but it would take me like an hour and a
No,
half.
no, no. I'm like, so the mask that Oleg wants to create is that of a cloaker.
Okay.
Whoa.
Pay
He
homage
has-
to our,
He has the skin of a cloaker.
but I
that's
sort of wanted to
strong.
make it out of like metal bits and just like
Okay, cool. So
Doohickeys
he's
and
got
thingamabobs.
17 iron rods, each between 4 and 14 inches in length. He's got 2 flat sheets of metal, one of copper and one of some sort of dark metal that doesn't reflect the light.
Ooh.
He's got a few different bits of leather. One is from the hide of a bargest. One is a bat's wing, and one looks like it's been made from the skin of a wolf and still has a little bit of fur sticking out of it.
Get a look at this cloaker thing.
Yep, there is the full skin of a cloaker, which actually looks like a cloak, except for every now and again it gives a very half-hearted single wave with one side of its wing. It is clearly not alive, but still has some sort of liveliness in it. I've got a tattered
gross.
chain shirt that rusts and unrusts slowly over a period of about 6 minutes.
Looking at this thing, let's take the iron rods. I can probably fashion
Yeah.
a teeth out of it. Let's take the I don't know if I should take the copper plate or the other plate to sort of make like the general like mask shape out
I mean,
of
if you're gonna
Copper
be like
plate, he'll charge you
cloaking,
7 credits for.
yeah, cloaking, right? It should
The
be
dark steel one, he'll charge you 100 for.
Get
'em both.
But you
Get 'em
do
both.
get the impression that it might do something cool, but you're not sure what.
This is
He's
the
now
steep
trying
price.
to sell you the beard hairs of a storm giant.
Oh.
those are pubes. Those are not beard hairs.
No, they're not. From his chinny
Yes, they
chin
are.
chin. He came in.
I
Well,
knew
but a
it.
bit of him came in.
Why are
He
they
could-
curly?
He
I
leant down.
knew
He
it.
leant down to the door, and he offered me his chin. And I sold him 2 bats. One of them was putrefied. Is that the word? It was all stone.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a
Can I-
That sounds
Can-
right.
I don't want to take them back. Fuck. He's gonna take back 2 of the gold buttons and use them for his eyes.
I've got buttons, lots of different kind of buttons. Love buttons. Here, you can take these. And he opens a little sort of wicker basket, and on the top is embroidered a butterfly. It looks like an old granny's sewing box, and when he opens it, there's hundreds of buttons in it of like thousands of different shades of color and stuff. And inside, you will notice there are 2 that they look bright red and like flaming on fire, and they blink on their own with gold, and that
Oh,
could
yeah,
work quite
yeah.
well for you. He'll
Yeah,
offer you
yeah.
the whole basket of buttons if you have any bread.
Well,
Will we have had any bread from breakfast?
Probably D100. Maybe you have some bread.
See if
If you
that's
haven't got bread, then I'll have to charge you 208 credits. But I really want a bread roll.
I have some chips.
What'd you get?
84.
84? You've got bread.
Wow.
I'll take out like a half or like the bagel that I saved from breakfast.
I haven't got any change. And he sort of reaches over, grabs it, and pushes the wicker basket into your hand.
Nice.
Gee, thanks. Yeah, I'll take.
Your
I'll take-
eyebrow.
No,
Oh.
quite fond of it.
I mean, it'll grow back.
I'm,
Oleg.
I'm only human. One day I will lose my hair. You know, not like
Ain't that
you,
the truth?
goblin kind.
Don't have any hair. No hair. Not around anywhere. No.
You already lost it.
Never had it.
How old are you anyway, Kre'tchthet?
Older than you. It's mean to ask a lady their age. And he
my
sort of
God.
leans over and sort of strokes
Oh,
the back of his
no.
head. And
He can't be serious, right? Can I roll insight on that?
oh, yeah, give me an insight check.
Is Kre'tchthet
Is
a
he
lady?
really a woman?
I have no fucking clue.
You don't, he doesn't appear to have a gender. He is butt naked. Well, no, he does have a pair of pants actually. He's pulled.
His pants.
Got those
tiger
little
pants.
shorts.
But yeah, he does.
Booty shorts.
He does appear to. If he has a gender, he's male, but he appears genderless.
Hmm.
You know that most devils and demons are genderless unless they have a purpose
That's
to their gender,
Yeah, true.
like succubi, for example.
Wow.
He's definitely older
can
than you. Go on.
Well,
Can
Oleg
I-
is happy with his junk.
Go on. Go on. It's your moment, Josh. Seize it and own it.
Can I check out the robe of eyes?
Yeah. So right now, the robe of eyes is wrapped around a mannequin. And the mannequin is currently very, very slowly doing the Macarena. And doesn't have a head. Yeah, as you look at the robe of eyes, they sort of follow you from place to place. Lots and lots of different eyes. At least one of them belongs to a lizard with a sort of thin slit in the middle. One of them looks like Sauron's eye. There's 3 or 4 that are human. One that is bright blue and keeps whizzing around in circles. There is a tiger's eye, which is a type of gem that is sort of rolling about. And each one of these is sewn individually onto the large robe. It looks
But
very
they're
creepy.
not like real eyes sewn on, right? They're just
Oh, they
it's
are.
just patch.
Yeah, no, they realize.
Okay, no, I
Mm,
don't want the
individually.
same anymore then.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
What do you
shrugs.
mean, Vulgo? It's cool.
That's gross. That's
You're
so
gross.
gross.
Hey, you know,
You're
I have
gross.
spare
It's
eye.
all green.
Exactly.
I have
Yes.
spare eye back at the collusion. We can put
We
mine
could
on there
put-
too.
Where's
No,
its eye on
that's,
there?
that's so gross.
Why'd you lose it?
Oh yeah, my friend stabbed me in the eyeball with this one. I got new eye.
Oh,
Nice.
Yo, you have box? You have box of something that I can show you. I can look inside. You give me box, I tell you what's inside. Maybe you give us discount.
When he hears this, you see him like reach down to the counter, take a box, and put it inside another box, and then push it down on the counter. And, no boxes. No. Got rid of them all last Wednesday. Well, last 10 day.
That's right.
Uh,
Pretty sus.
I'm gonna activate the X-ray vision on my eye. I can see up to through 3 feet of wood. Can I see
What
what's in the
about
box? He's
lead?
trying to hide. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal. Thicker substance block the vision, as does a thin sheet of lead.
Yeah, so you will see there is a beautiful ornate wooden box, inside which he's now placed a small lead box, which you cannot see inside the lead box. He's a little worried about that. Rolling around, however, inside that larger wooden box is a hedgehog.
Aww.
You have
It's just rolling, basically.
Is this for sale?
magical hedgehog that you were hiding from us.
You can't see through the box!
I told you.
He's not magical. Might eat him later.
Oh,
Maybe
lunch.
he doesn't
Okay.
behave himself.
Aw,
I get it.
come on.
Will you at least cook him first?
No.
Wow.
Why would you ruin the meat?
Jeez.
All right. Anybody else want to buy anything in this crazy place?
I buy things. He points to the side.
I mean, if Vulgo doesn't want that robe, I'm kind of enticed by it.
Can always come back later. Might not
Yeah,
be
we're gonna
it,
go-
though.
We're gonna go see Gat. Don't you
So
need
it
big
is
gun?
worth mentioning that his stock does rotate. He
Hey.
will sell things and will get new things. His prices will always be cheaper to buy things here than anywhere else, because they're one-off things. So you might come back in 2 days and find that's gone, and he's replaced it with robe of scintillating colors. So his prices are always cheaper because he doesn't really know what things are worth.
I was about to say, some of these things are very cheap.
Is
To
Slightly
answer your
cheap.
gun question, they're kind of pricey, and I already have a pistol, so I'll probably save up. You know,
He has upgrades on that he could help you with, Gatts.
yeah,
with
I
your
might
guns,
upgrade
instead
my
of like
shitty gun.
direct. Yeah.
you definitely should like spend some of our money, please. You should definitely get something again.
I'm
uh,
getting this robe.
does-
There we go.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
You want to buy the robe?
Yeah, why not?
He sort of looks at you. Are you gonna fight the mannequin or am I?
I'll fight it.
Oh wait, let me help. I throw
Um,
sand in all the eyes.
It doesn't have any. Oh, the robe of eyes.
That's what she's thinking.
The whole robe blinks. But the mannequin itself reaches out its hands. Paisley is going to try and strangle you. Give me an athletics check.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Jesus. Okay.
thought-
Would you say this is to
doesn't-
escape a grapple?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have
Good.
any eyes. I can't.
Great,
tell.
because I have advantage on that.
Right. You're trying to beat a 28.
Well, I got pretty close. Half of it.
Yeah. So this thing sort of strangles you and literally picks you up, basically, and starts throttling you. And then he's just going to sort of jump off the
Put me
desk.
down, freak.
And come over to you and look you right in the eyes and go, "This is gonna hurt!"
Uh-oh.
And then he takes out what looks like a pen and jabs it into the mannequin. And Paisley, you'll take 1 lightning damage as the whole
Oh.
thing sort of shudders with lightning. And then the creature goes calm. And, did you know to shock it? Should have let me find an idiot. What the
Well,
robe?
you could have gave me those tips ahead of time.
Nah, I offered to find it for you.
Well, I want to be independent.
You want the
sometimes.
mannequin too, or just the robe?
No, keep that thing.
You sure? It fights well, better than you do.
Hmm.
Laughs at you.
I'll come back to fight that mannequin again later. All right, I will take this robe.
If anybody's interested, the mannequin can be deployed once in combat. It has the stats of a commoner, but has advantage on grappling and a +10 to its athletics.
Damn.
I feel like I should get the gauntlets of ogre power. I feel like that's just such
You
a
Oh,
should
good
that's
idea.
get
a
that.
big one. Yeah.
It's only
Yes, you
4.
should.
It's only 4K. There's
think it's a
headband of
steal.
intellect. Headband of intellect here too. For
Well,
only
I've,
4K.
I've already
Hi,
got 18.
baby.
You got
Already
18?
That's what-
I'm at 15 strength. Shit.
Naomi's chilling behind you.
She busted in the door and then ran off.
Hey, Kre'tchthet, are these made from real ogre? And Brozzig will hold up a pair of ogre gauntlets.
Maybe. Have you tasted them?
Ew.
Brozzig licks it.
Ugh.
They're made from real ogre.
Gross.
Excellent. Do I need to fight these to
No!
purchase these items? No, I can just take them.
Yeah. They're cheap. I thought they were gonna rot, but then they stayed perfectly fine. Maybe I should have made them more expensive.
Maybe so.
You should trust your instincts. Your initial instincts were right to start. That you priced them perfectly, I think.
You wouldn't be saying that if you weren't buying them.
But I am buying them.
Exactly. So they must be too cheap.
No,
see you buying a mirror.
You're really putting us out.
You called me ugly. Why would I want to look at myself in mirror?
It's not you in the mirror. And he points to the mirror with the Gorgon moving slowly inside.
Oh, that's right.
It's just written on 500,000, spelled with 3 L's.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is way out of our price range. I don't think I could afford that.
You're only buying them because they're cheap. Take them quick. Price is going up.
There, you already saw. You've already sold them. You can quit putting hard sell on me. I've already said yes.
Yeah, you can buy the Golden Thrower power.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they particularly cheap? I don't think they are particularly cheap. How much were they?
They're pretty cheap.
4K.
Yeah. Okay, that's about right.
I have 50 for 4 strength. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, the problem's gonna be the achievement stuff down the line, right? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good purchase for now. I feel like for Brozzig.
Okay.
James.
Anyone else shopping?
What's the Vind rune cloak? I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it.
I'm assuming it's from the pennant of the Vind rune. It's all the different ones on it.
Ah.
I don't know which one it is, but there's like.
This cloak is now magic. Rare magic item requires attunement. While wearing the item, you can convert 20 feet of your movement speed into flight. If you don't land at the end of this flight, you fall. You can cast feather pool once from the item, and you regain the ability to do so after a short rest.
Cool.
Okay. I'm good. I don't want anything.
If you like wind, I've got one of these. And he holds you up a small glass, and inside is a little mote of elemental air. And you would know that this is the essence of a tiny air elemental that has been captured. Doesn't really do anything.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
Slowly approach the exit.
Our friend Vulgo is more of a fire type person. You anything that can help him with that?
This would probably burn. And he just picks up a half piece of driftwood. Just puts it.
Okay, no, he was right. You're right, Vulgo. You're right. Instinct to leave. All right, everybody trusts first instinct.
Well, my other instinct was to get this stone of good luck.
It's good luck like this! And he holds up its giant's toe again.
Oh, gross.
You want it good luck?
Okay.
We're now at 27k credits, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys leaving?
Let's dip.
Thank God, because
For
the next
now,
time
yeah,
he
for
speaks,
now.
my voice is going to actually fracture. Yeah, you going into Gatts' place?
Yes.
Cool. I told you what the sign looks right.
Actually, James, can I pick up this pair of spiders, climbing slippers of spider climbing?
I knew someone was going to buy those when I pressed
Nice.
them. I really wasn't sure how I felt about them, but yeah, why not?
Huzzah!
I like it. Made of real spider? Yes.
No,
Imitation
Spider
spider.
silk at least.
no.
Okay, I think he's tired. He probably needs his hedgehog to gain his energy back. We should let him go.
I am hungry.
Aw,
They came from a drow.
the hedgehog?
The sleepers, you idiot.
Oh.
I took them from a thief.
Ugh.
They're very fashionable, They look good with my suit, I think.
She was smelly.
Oh boy. Wait a minute. Never mind. Let's leave.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Bye.
Let's get out of here.
Bye.
Have a good rapture.
Oh yeah. Cool. You can head out. It's Gatts' place. He's drawn the extra T in. And this neon sign is just flashing open really fast.
Is Camilla's boutique around here?
No. There's 4 shops here. One of them says we're closed, fuck off, and the other 3 are Gatts' place, I buy things, and the final
Final drop,
thank you.
which is definitely open by now because we spent way more than 20 minutes
Mhm,
talking
yeah.
to.
But for now, you can go into Gatts' place. And this place, there's nothing in the front of the shop at all. It's an empty space. And then behind him are different pieces of gun. Behind the counter, sorry, different bits of gun. When you enter in, let me know where the fuck this music's coming from. So I'm trying to stop the. There we go. When you enter in, you just see a sort of hard iron counter. No one's behind it.
No one's here.
Not from what you can see.
Hello.
Is there a bell that I can ring?
Knock, knock, knock.
Eventually, sort of climbing up behind the counter, an old-looking, fairly nasty-looking gnome sort of clambers onto a seat and leans his hand on the counter. What?
Hello. We're here to shop.
No. That was me thinking you dropped in for peppermint tea. What do you want?
Well, Aisha, why don't you show me?
Oh, you said it looks
what's
over and
good?
Gatts! And he's like, oh, you again. Not fixing it.
Oh,
It's broken, you can fucking keep it. She's like, no, I'm here for my friend. He's got a real old piece, you know. You should fix it up.
look at
Oh
this
yeah,
thing.
no, they have gun care kits here too. Real good ones. That's a good guy.
I see.
It'd be a lot better if you weren't here. Ah. Got a gun you need fixing, you want to buy a new piece. What's the deal?
I'll just show him the gun. Maybe just make this slightly less bad.
Whoa. He sort of sits up and like,
Oh, he likes it.
shit, Jesus, where did you get this? You pull out the arse end of nowhere in a skip? Holy
Pretty
damn.
much.
This thing's older than me.
Ooh.
Yeah, we could upgrade it a bit. Could give it a bit of a savage shot, maybe definitely get this misfiring a little less for you. Give it some visual customization if you want.
Well,
Gnomes are all
you
into
know,
your slogans and shit, right?
We're on a bit of a budget, so
Easy mag. Better maintenance parts. Yeah, I could do some work on this, some real work. What kind of thing you're looking for? So
Maybe
just to let you
just-
know, you can see the basic upgrades, right? I've forgotten to put a line above. You can also get that misfire score down by replacing it with more up-to-date parts or easy maintenance parts.
And how much are these things costing?
It depends what you want, but we should certainly at least clear this up. This barrel here is a bit old. Replace it for I don't know, 700 credits.
Oh,
Um,
very reasonable.
Yeah, you could do with a better grip here. It might lower your misfire a bit. That's I don't know, 1200. I could have the range sorted out for a couple of thousand. Quicker reload maybe for 2600. Could do you some visual customization for 1000.
That's okay.
Easy maintenance parts. We could definitely replace all the parts put together, get you misfiring a lot less, get it keeping better, reducing your repair times. Do a whole package for you for 2200.
Wow.
You buy a gun care kit, we can call it 5000. You should really look after this piece.
Oh. I mean, what do you think? I'll ask Aisha for her expert opinion.
Shit, Jesus, that's it. Ask that idiot. Everything she knows I taught her. She sort of shrugs and he's kind of cheaper than everyone and knows better than I do. You got the credits. He won't screw you over.
Well, if it's all right with you guys.
And that includes custom paint job, yes? That was
No.
included in that price?
No, it's
No,
not
you should-
1,000.
that's
You should
fine.
include it in the price, though. I think that would be a nice gesture.
I mean, I can keep them the same color.
It's
But-
okay. I don't need any fancy customization.
If she cared about looks, she'd change her face.
Wow. He's not wrong. I'll. Okay, let's upgrade this bad boy.
5,000.
it. Do it.
Thank you.
Right. The rust bucket now only misfires on a roll lower than 5.
Wow, that's huge.
Not to mention, if it does misfire, you can repair it in a minute.
That's huge.
A lot better than an hour. On top of which, if you apply your gun care kit very carefully each day, you will find that any day you do spend an hour with the gun care kit, you will have words
Mhm.
really hard. Your
Yes.
first misfire can be fixed as a bonus action. As well as which your first natural 20 will result in an additional damage die.
Whoa.
Fun.
I love it.
But that is if you spend an hour with the gun kit. Using the gun kit will also reduce the chance of it misfiring more often.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make time for that.
We can homebrew it post-session, but for now, you've got the rust bucket updated.
Now, we were told about Gatts originally because were we told that he didn't have implants or that he knew about
I
people who
believe
didn't have
so.
implants? Like, what was the reason that we heard about him the first time?
He doesn't.
Let's
I just don't
check
remember.
the notes. Gatts has no implants.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, he looks like shit.
Maybe he knows about
Hey,
the whole thing.
hey, Mr. Gatts.
You don't buy guns. Dwarves hit people.
Yes, that is
Wow.
true. I got the fun stick here. Listen,
So why's your mouth opening?
Because I'm talking.
Flap, flap,
Oh,
flap.
boy.
Well, go and get on with it.
Why don't you have any upgrades? I was going to be more tactful, but you were being
No, you mean implants, yeah? Not guns,
Yes.
not gun upgrades, right?
implants. I'm
Uh,
drunk. Sorry.
Understandable.
Rapture.
I was born down here. So my mom didn't have them. I didn't have them. I never really saw the point, to be honest. I don't want to be connected to anyone else. Quite happy as me.
You're sure you're happy?
I'd be happier if you left. Or
Yeah,
spend a lot of money.
Not
Yeah,
that
that's
I
good.
Gets. Have you ever heard of a company called Focus Tech?
Yeah. Microplastics, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, they do some big deals. Didn't they sell parts to Uplink?
I was. We did not know. I don't remember what they did. We used to work there, but I was lowly
It's,
janitor.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right. I just want to know.
I looked at. Aisha seems to trust this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least a little bit. Well, we also, the four of us here, do not have any implants. But everybody who does have an implant or access to the internet seems to have completely forgotten about this company.
That's why I'm not connected to NextNet. That shit screws with your brain.
It does.
Yeah.
We're on the same
Apparently.
page.
1 minute you're looking for a job, the next one you're watching cats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard anyway. Yeah, so I don't have them, and so I know about the company, and everybody else who doesn't. Well,
It's-
shit.
Yeah.
That's worrying. The
You ever hear about
microplastics
something-
are probably inside everyone's head, no?
Almost definitely.
Well, shit. God, it's not in mine. I want to forget shit. But I had enough time remembering who I am. Huh.
Right
It's a joke. You can laugh. I was trying to be nice. Last time I tried that.
Well, you're doing a great job here, Gat. You clearly run a very reputable business. So,
Yeah, I do. You buying?
prop. You no.
You
Fucking
just
dwarves.
said. You just said dwarves don't shout.
Yeah. Fucking dwarves. You don't want a grenade?
Oh,
They're
you
kind of
have
useful.
grenade.
Yeah. What it's
you
worth,
throw-
a flashbang does stunned in 5 foot, blind in 15 foot, dex in 30 foot con saves.
Ooh.
And the hand grenade is a half damage fireball.
Cool.
You know what? Why don't you throw a flashbang? No, don't throw it at me. Just hand it to me. But I will buy a flashbang.
I had the
Yes.
joke before.
I will buy one.
Yeah, great. Here. And he slides one across the table to you.
Great. For emergencies.
I haven't homebrewed them yet, so just make a note and remind me of
No,
this.
yeah. Sure.
Oleg will think, I can make this fucking thing.
Well, yeah. Then we'll let you figure it out. Yeah, we'll let you.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can work towards making. 100%.
Yeah.
Better off if you're
You
an
wanna buy-
alchemist.
But I won't say it out loud. I won't
Yeah.
say it out loud.
What I will tell you is that you would know Oleg. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't. Give me a Tinker's Tools check.
Crystals. 24.
Yeah, with the magnesium powder that goes in these things, flashbangs cost about 900 credits to make. He is making almost no profit on this. So, it'd cost you almost as much to make it.
I will say nothing. Allow the sale to happen.
Yeah, he normally makes his money on the guns. He looks at you, Del, and you need some ammunition, or is the collusion supplying you?
I think I'm good, thanks. You've done a lot already. I appreciate it, buddy.
Pistol rounds, I can do 20 plus ones for 1,500.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay.
All right.
Del feels self-conscious.
I
She
guess
spent a lot of money already.
What's the deal with your neighbor 2 doors down who has a sign that says "fuck off" outside?
Maybe you should visit.
Oh, they're open.
Always.
Wow.
We're closed.
Been lied to.
Okay.
It doesn't say
good to know.
closed, it says fuck off.
It does.
That's fair,
It
actually.
does actually say we're closed, fuck off. Like, it literally says those words. It's like,
No.
yeah, well, you want to visit Ripley? Just make sure you got something of interest.
Ripley. Oh.
Shift sort of leans over and I can tell you about Ripley. You really want to know? Not in here.
Outside.
Troubled you enough. And then Shift sort of leans over and usual service. Hands his gun over. Gatts digs out around under the counter, pulls out an identical gun, hands it to him, puts his one under the counter. So each week, Shift brings his gun, and Gatts services it while giving him the same. So he has 2 identical guns. There's always one in service, one on use. So they're always perfect and pristine.
Smart.
Rich.
Shift. It takes a whole week for your guns to be serviced?
No, I just don't like coming down here more than once a week.
Ah, I get it.
What a drama down here.
Tell me about it.
All right. Okay, you kids good?
Yeah.
Great. We'll take a short break.
Okay.
Oh, that was James talking to us. Yeah, with my gauntlets, I can no longer attune to it.
Hey guys,
Oh.
we're discussing a transmuted stone. I went live and then Rico was like, does anyone want to transmute a stone? I was like, fucking
Sorry.
why not? No, just roll with it. Does everyone want to transmute a
What
stone
does
or are
it
you going to
do?
use it? It does things.
Dark
It
vision,
sounds like something that would fit Oleg.
proficiency,
Yeah, I
or
was gonna.
resistance.
I'll take it if no one else wants it.
Take it.
Sure.
Oh, and you can change the benefits? That's cool.
Transmuters get this for free.
Wow.
Transmutation wizards, making them almost slightly useful.
Not the dark vision.
You can switch it every morning. Switch it on a short rest,
True.
to be fair.
True.
Cool.
Okay.
She's standing outside, and Shift sort of turns to you, and so Ripley, she buys and sells stuff, but not stuff like rumors, gossip, information. But look, Ripley's not a. Don't take her lightly. She don't fuck about.
Do you think she'd have any info on what's going on with our company, or should we not mention that to her?
Maybe, but she might not give it to you. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
The word's family. You don't push, you don't try, you don't... You know, she offers it or she doesn't. That's how it goes. You gotta have something to trade in return. She don't take cash.
Hmm.
What do you like? Favors?
No, you give her information.
Oh.
What you want to know about.
Well,
she tells you,
maybe
if
the
she doesn't.
information, if she has implants, maybe the information about our company would be a tasty enough morsel.
Maybe we're going to a place to find information in a couple days. Maybe we swing back here. Mikayla didn't say that information was only for him, just he wanted information, right?
True. Shifter sort of shrugged his shoulders and... There's nothing wrong with asking Ripley what she wants. Go to your little soiree, maybe pick up some stuff worth knowing.
That is a good point. Maybe we have her put order in with us. Come back. I am down if you guys are.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll go visit Shady Ripley. Let's do it.
Shady Ripley.
You walk up to the door, and you'll notice that Aisha's dropped back, and she sort of... If you fuck it up in there, I can't protect you. You're on your own.
Is this such a good idea then?
Okay,
Or,
this is kind of concerning, actually. Yeah.
Well, what do we have to
I'm not saying that... I'm not saying you're gonna get fucked up in there. I'm just saying there's no point in me trying to protect you.
All right. Is Shift coming with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as one of our chaperones is here. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going in.
You knock on the door briefly, and there's quiet. After a little moment, the door opens silently in front of you. The room is completely dark. Shining just behind the counter is a single pale silver light that slightly resembles the moon. After a moment, a woman sort of ethereally glides into the room. She has white hair. She's wearing beautiful red lipstick. Her skin is pale. She looks over you. Good morning, Shift. Who are you?
My name is Brozzig. Nice to meet you. We're hoping we may be coming across an opportunity to learn some information, and we were hoping to discuss this with you, and maybe we can help each other out in the near future if there is something you are looking to learn.
Not as stupid as you look.
Thank you.
Where are you going? What kind of information might you find?
I look to Vulgo, and gonna try to not blow up his boss's spot while I do this. We have come across, opportunity to go to little soiree in a couple days. The scientific awards, I believe. I'm trying to look through my notes.
The Anovia Awards.
Here we go. The Vinovia Awards. We have contact that is going to get us in. We're going to be a bit undercover, and because
it's a place worth visiting.
Maybe you can tell, no implants. People tend to overlook people like me.
Me neither.
Oh.
Maybe you can't tell, but yes, we do not have implants. We are going to be, under the nose of some very famous government officials and scientists, and maybe they let their lips be a little loose during the show. Maybe we learn some information.
Maybe you find out who Jonas is sleeping with. Pay for that.
Counselor Jonas, yes.
Something strange with some of the richer business owners. David Sorben, Nico, Richard Vega. Perhaps if you can work out who is friends with who and who is not. That could be interesting to me. What does a group like you seek? Information even need?
Actually, if you don't have implants, then do you know about a company called Focus Tech?
Coincidence, I think not. 2 people in 3 days. Nobody reads the fucking sign. Somebody came by asking about that very company. Plastics. Microplastics. Why microplastics? Who cares? But, yeah, they existed, and then to most people. With one click of her beautifully manicured, red-painted fingernails. Gone.
So you know.
Indeed. So I've heard. I've heard it's dangerous to know.
Yeah.
Seems like a good
That's the truth.
assumption.
So far, I've only told you things you know.
Exactly.
Is there anything interesting you might have to share with me now? I'm a wealth of information, if asked nicely.
Please.
Oh,
I don't know that we-
Deception check, please.
I don't know if we have a secret that
A lot of you.
is worth like her knowing right now.
Did you say deception?
Perception. All of you.
Oh, great. Okay.
From anyone?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this a sight-based perception
Yeah.
check? All right, I get advantage.
I got a 21.
17.
10. 12 from
Paisley, as she smiles at you, see that one of her teeth is sort of slightly longer than the others. Fang.
Uh-huh.
She sort of looks at you as you note, like, your eyebrow sort of quirks inadvertently.
Yeah. I'm
With
trying
that,
not to
she
react
sort
to
of
that, but I do.
Retracts her lips slightly. As she licks her lips, you notice that her tongue is blood red, as if recently involved in some sort of blood drinking.
Yep, I'm not going to comment on that.
He smiles at you gently, and you must know something. Everyone knows something.
A secret?
Might not be a secret as much as just information. Something that you've discovered along the way that could be interesting.
Oh, well, we discovered,
No, you are the wizard, Averna.
You're reading my mind, Oleg. We discovered the true nature of what was called Korstek's Tower.
She was expelled from the Mystics. Disappeared. Oh.
Gee.
You find her. Sneaky little cat found sneaky little mouse.
We found her. We found her tower.
And you survived the process.
More than just survived.
Well, hold on. Do not give away information for free.
Oh, I'll
If we-
pay the right price. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Brozzig.
Continue, my friend.
With that, she does let you know that she knows your name.
Well, I told her. I introduced myself.
Oh,
so-
okay. So she might.
That's
she
true.
might.
Brozzig's
She might then instead say, "Continue, Oleg." She would
Yeah.
let you guys
Yeah.
know that she knows who you are.
Might you want to know
We should leave.
the secret which
You're
Averna held?
nervous, Vulgo. You should be nervous. There's people who
Why
want
should
to
I
kill
be
you.
nervous? Are you one of those people? Because you sound like it.
No, not at the moment, I don't think. That would be bad for business.
Killing
Kaiser
someone
is...
inside your store. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, nothing so stupid. I count for Kaiser as an occasionally useful ally.
Oh.
I wouldn't
Who?
want to upset his most recent inductee.
I'm sure I don't know who or what you're talking about.
As
We
you
should
say
really
this,
leave.
you lose track of her visually for like a moment, and a black mist coalesces behind you, and you feel a slight prick on the side of your neck. She pulls your chin back. Don't lie to me, Vulgo. That would be truly foolish. As I was saying, Kaiser is an occasional ally.
I'm gonna tap my staff on the ground and use
Oh no.
2 charges to
Just
cast
weird.
mirror image, and as 3 duplicates of myself appear, I run out the store.
As you sort of struggle to get out of her grasp, you just feel the slight flick of her tongue against your neck.
Pervert.
And then she lets go. Lets you walk out. Easily
What
startled.
was his problem, right?
He is still young. He is still learning.
He's like a
He's,
little baby mouse.
Squeeze.
She sort of
He's a
looks over at you and
sweet boy.
quite loudly, "Fools! He's the only one of you with half a brain. You should be frightened, terrified."
Oh, yeah, but I
Just
mean,
let
don't
me
you think
tell
it's
you.
rude?
You're wanted dead.
Oh yeah.
We know.
And they might
Yes,
not
we
know
know.
your names. They might not know if you're a janitor or a customer service agent. But they will know that you exist. By now, they'll know that you've spoken to people of importance. They'll find your little AI. They'll find you. No eternal elf. No iron skeleton. Deal with a genie is going to protect you then. I don't know who they are yet, but I mean to find out. But I tell you this, it goes all the way up. Their power knows no bounds. This is the first of many experiments. After you've attended the Anovia Awards, we should meet again. We could have a blossoming relationship. But make no mistake, those powers come from me. I'll give you up in a heartbeat. I'd have no choice.
Well, good to know.
You know, Ripley, this has been a very interesting conversation, but just so you know, you were not first much more powerful entity than us to throw threats in our direction. We are sufficiently fucked in this world. Okay? We do not need the constant reminders. You know, we have information to trade. That is why we are here.
And that is
We're
why
trying to
we
find
are not-
something.
We are not here for judgments from you, though. Respectfully.
Yeah, we just want to be safe from these powers that are trying to kill us.
Brozzig, give me a persuasion check.
He's not trying to be a dick about it, but he's
No,
trying to be
you
like,
you were
like,
very careful with what you said.
you know, -2.
Nice.
I'm gonna use my my D6, my inspiration, my D4. Just I rolled bad.
Oh, sorry, have I not handed this? Sorry, I'm staring at this, but none of you are. That's Ripley.
Oh wow. So young.
Maybe.
Freaking vampire.
Look,
Yeah.
looking.
Yes.
Is the vampire.
She was turned young. Yes, I'll give you that.
I can't use my inspiration. Won't let me drag it on the table. But
I'll try now.
Nope.
I've requested to steal your card. Is it
Yes.
not working?
Let it go. There we go.
Okay. To live is to... to live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering.
That's a 9 on the persuasion check.
Is it you? Oh, Brozzig, I wasn't threatening you. Oh. Please, very sweet. I was merely saying that if you want to know who's after you, you need to look for the greatest of powers. And you need to be careful. That's all. Warning from the kindness of my heart. But you've given me much, and I've given you little. So let me tell you this. Uplink. The last thing to happen to your company was a big deal with Uplink.
Mm.
For she shrugs. Anybody who wishes can give me a history check. I will take Oleg with advantage.
God, 17.
Okay.
Oh, no, ignore that nat 20. The 5 is what I got.
Ignore my nat 20. I got the 5. Yeah. So the highest I've got is 17.
17.
Yeah. So you know a couple of things about Uplink. Well, everybody will know that Uplink are the biggest producer of implants in the world. Uplink are the company that puts the base implants in people's heads. They own all three: the IDD, the ICD, and whatever the other one is. They also created the technology that allows the transference of credits. Currently and always run by David Sorben. He's known as the Cyberman for his number of upgrades. Short of the creators of NextNet, Uplink have created some of the biggest technological advances in history. But implants are little bits of plastic that go in your head all the time. So you now know that they sourced recently most of their microplastics from Focus Tech. Which could give you some vaguely useful information. You also know with your 17 that one of the biggest selling points of Uplink to a lot of clients is memories. They sell something called Total Recall, which is to re-exist in a moment or a memory for a period of time. So, for example, if you want to relive the wedding of you and your dead wife, you can spend a couple of hours hooked up to one of their Total Recall machines, named after a fantastic film, by the way, which is very influential on Mark for Deletion.
Old Arnie.
Well, the remake I think is the one I've seen. But yes, anyway.
You've never seen the original Total
I think I have,
Recall?
but the remake is the one that a lot of the imagery in it has lent itself to Mark for Deletion.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, you can hook yourself up a couple of hours to a machine and gain perfect recall of a memory. It wouldn't be that big a jump to assume they could remove them too.
Well,
So, with that fairly large puzzle piece in hand, he sort of looks over at you all and going partying for rapture.
Plan.
yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. Although this was some sombering news, to say the least.
I'm sorry.
A question, Ripley.
Yeah.
The other person to approach you about Uplink. I mean, about Focus Tech.
Care to hazard a guess?
His name
Jezebel.
Alexander.
As you answer with two different names, she sort of slaps the desk. I love my job. Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Great.
She smiles.
Well, it was one of those.
What was that, James?
She smiles and sort of looks at each of you.
Oh no. Are they the
I
same
don't
person?
know who Alexander is. How to enlighten the girl?
We don't really know. We know he helped get us out of Focus Tech without getting killed, but
That's a mental amount of power.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright.
Perhaps we have a
AI.
guardian angel.
oh, the AI got you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we know Alexander delivered the AI. We
Yeah.
know that he
Yeah.
warned Paisley's
Well, I was gonna say the
mom.
AI
for
assured us
instance.
the AI assured us it was random that we got out.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hand
You
in us.
specifically, yes, but and also that he just happened to be the nearest person who was wearing the right type of watch for Zetrix to inhabit,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But Alexander definitely, she sort of takes a fascinating interest in. Well, that really is something. We didn't like the bad news, so let me give you some good. Your parents are completely safe. She looks at Paisley. You're doing well.
Wow, parents, you know who my dad is? You are powerful.
He smiles. No. But you got the idea.
Thank you. That feels good.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, Oleg never finished the story about the evil wizard. Yeah, we killed her. This is her robe. I'm wearing it.
Yeah. She got that. She got that.
Okay, just
Sorry,
just
you
making-
pieced
I
it
assumed you
together.
told her the full story and like
Yeah.
the fact you depetrified her and everything.
Sure, why not?
No
It's
reason-
a cool story.
not to at this point.
She smiles at you, and just as you're about to leave, she sort of. Just remember that anything that you pass on to someone else, be passed on in turn. You better find Vulgo. Those are two separate sentences. Anything you
will do that.
anything you say can be passed on in turn, and you better go find Vulgo. He ran off on his own. I mean, not quite, because Aisha was outside the door, but still. Aisha saw 4 Vulgos come out the shop. They sort of looked at you like, fuck, man.
Thank you for your hospitality, Ripley. We will talk again.
Oh.
We leave.
Okay, you leave. And Aisha will sort of look around and... God! If we're going to get to the leather boutique and get out in time, we're going to have to get moving right now.
all right.
Lead the
Let's
way.
go.
Damn, you took ages.
Sorry, she was
Information collection is quite sensitive.
Exactly. She was scary.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't have been talking to her.
Well,
Was she
it's a
useful?
lot. She actually told us something pretty interesting.
Great.
She knows a lot. She knows a lot.
Yeah,
Vulgo.
she knows a lot. That's the whole point.
She knows too much.
Mm.
It's dangerous.
Oh yeah, she did say she's gonna sell us out if necessary. We definitely shouldn't trust her, but you know.
Yeah. We also probably shouldn't lie to her, Vulgo. Maybe just omit truth next time.
Yeah, good old live omission.
No,
I didn't drop
I
your
can't.
boss's name.
I can't talk about that.
Yeah, but you said the opposite. You did talk about it. Calling it negative is still talking about it. Saying I don't work for him is a statement.
No, I said that I don't know who she was talking about.
Mm,
However, he would have had a very... It is worth reminding, he would have had a very hard time saying he didn't know who she was talking about as well. Right? Because of the
Mhm.
pact and the binding, so...
We will.
Yeah.
We will read contract on way back to collusion.
We'll
base.
figure out a workaround or a loophole or something.
Yeah.
I think we should write a contract as to who we should or should not be talking to.
Amongst the 4 of us.
Amongst the 3 of you.
You guys can jump back on the hyper trail and get to the shopping district of the Perdition. This is like the most bizarre, strange shopping market you've ever seen. So it's very, very high-walled. And shops sort of hang almost over you. Nowhere is there a shop on the ground floor. And hanging out of these windows are different sort of advertisements and all sorts else bizarre. You'll notice a piercing parlor, but it looks like they're putting like large bars of iron through people. You'll notice somebody is selling, it's like a pet store, but the creatures they're selling seem to be made of shadow. There is Collect an Imp, where you can literally just buy an imp.
Wow.
For whatever reason you might want an imp.
Nothing good.
Yeah, there is an entire large 4-story shop devoted to selling frogs' tongues.
Man, this place is weird.
You see a man who's selling elastic bands and bullets. In combination. Lots of the things here make absolutely no sense to you, but when you look at the clientele and realize a lot of them are demons, devils, celestials, genies, otherworldly creatures, you realize that most of the things that have value to them just have none to you. And one thing you will note is that nobody is paying in credits. There are apparently 2 or 3 different forms of currency here. The first seems to be small silver coins engraved in red. You see a few of these being exchanged very, very quietly. The second seems to be barter. A lot of people are giving away goods to retrieve goods. And most commonly, people seem to be paying in what looks like little copper vials. Those seem to be the 3 methods of currency most recognized. And Aisha will reach into her bag and pull out a little sort of velvet pouch. And she pulls out one of these little copper vials and heads into the leather boutique. The leather boutique is run by 2... I can't think of the name of the creature. They have goat-like bodies. And sort of at the bottom halves. Sorry?
Satyr?
No, they're the opposite. So they have ghosts from the torso upwards, and their lower half of their body seems to be like some sort of monkey, almost, but their legs are backwards.
Whoa, cool.
They're definitely some sort of devil. And there's 2 of them, and they're wearing huge platform shoes. Have loads of chains around their neck and don't seem to be wearing much else. And then have these really cool like leather jackets with all this different writing all over them. And Aisha wants to buy an outfit for tonight, and it won't take her long. She manages to find sort of strange
with her.
Cool. She has a mini skirt that goes like round and round and round. Wraps of fabric that seems to sort of shift in odd ways.
Sick.
And she'll point out different things you Paisley that are really expensive but super cool.
Ugh.
Everything in here, she will be telling you very quietly, is the equivalent of like 6,000 credits, 10,000 credits, 40,000 credits.
Sheesh. Well, I'll be just window shopping.
Yeah, you will be window shopping, but she buys you a pair of sunglasses. As promised. They are bright, absolutely luminous pink. They look sort of like a very solid plastic.
A choice.
They've got huge, like bug-shaped eyes, and the lenses are sort of very slowly changing from shade to shade. She sort of puts those on you and sort of looks at you, and then she does something with her hand where she sort of like fixes you in like a shape like this. And she's taking, you would know she's taking pictures.
Oh my goodness! I strike a pose.
Yeah. Making you look fabulous. And then she buys this sort of mini skirt and sort of very almost see-through gauzy top.
Cool.
With a leather sort of bra attached.
That's cool.
And yeah, she will drag you past about 8 other shops. She does slip into acid rain very, very quickly. And while she does, Shift will offer to take you to a place called the Coffee Shop. We could stop for some lunch if you want. But I don't really like the food down here, but the coffee shop's nice. Like, you can get a little pastry.
Shift. What is in these copper vials that everybody is paying with?
Oh, yeah, look. And he opens one, and they've got these little tiny, like, slivers of obsidian. Sort of shrugs. And that's what they use down here. I don't really get it.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe they snort them. Maybe they. I don't really know what they do with them.
is it special obsidian? My eye is made of obsidian. I'm a little concerned I'm going to get robbed down here.
You're walking around with the glowing,
If
glittering
somebody wants to
gem in
rob
your
you, they'll
eye.
rob you for everything, not just your eye.
Oh, no.
I don't know if they have any value outside of being currency.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
I really thought to ask, to be honest. A vial's 1,000 credits, though.
Wow. Good to know.
Vulgo, you hungry?
Vulgo's kind of like looking around a bit nervously after the whole confrontation with the vampire. And I'm gonna use a couple more charges to cast non-detection on myself. That's 8 hours, I think, and means I can't be like no divination like works on me or anything like that. Just on the off chance. But after doing that, am I hungry? I could eat. Is there any vending machines around here?
It's coffee and pastries. Something from the coffee shop. They don't have anything else.
What kind of pastries?
Lots and lots of different kinds. They've got sort of like croissant and pain au chocolat, and then like little sort of mille-feuille. They've got little cinnamon rolls, cinnamon buns, some sort of apple and blackcurrant swirl, a cherry bakewell.
Do they have any freshly baked flapjack?
Yeah, they've got flapjacks, eclairs, donuts,
great.
everything.
Sold. Coffee and a flapjack, please.
When you enter this place, it's sort of a glass wall building, but you couldn't see through the glass on the outside. It's tinted glass. But on the inside, you will note that there's plants inside, like huge greenery all over the place.
Hey.
And there's this long coffee bar with sort of beautiful copper and dark wood. And serving behind it are 2 automatons. And they've just got the names Server 1 and Server 2 on their little badges.
No.
And they're serving all the coffee, and the place is fairly busy. There's lots and lots of people chatting away, but there's a table that Shift grabs you. And it'll cost you 40 credits each for a coffee and a pastry. So 160 from your total.
Could I have gone to Acid Rain with Aisha?
No.
Or am I not allowed in?
She will not take you. She will demand that you go with Shift.
Very well.
Yeah, she will tell you very quietly that your kind are not accepted in there.
Your kind.
Wow.
Because goblins are often addicts.
Oh damn,
they
goblins! Not even non. I was thinking people who don't have a.
No, it's
No,
goblin
so
racism
goblins-
again.
Goblins are highly susceptible to alcohol and drugs. Acid rain is one of the. Nice is a strong word. But they've got some morals when it comes to what they sell and who they sell to. They don't sell
Oh,
particularly
they're
hard
looking out
drugs.
for you.
And they
Ugh.
won't sell to goblins because they're often
I
become
can look out for
addicts.
myself.
They don't sell to anybody who appears to be an addict.
Oh damn, and you look like an addict.
No, but in general, they don't sell to
Wow.
goblins and they don't sell to people who look like an addict. Aisha will tell you that most of what they sell are like combat drugs, effectively. Drugs that give a
Whoa.
short boost or ability but can be highly addictive, and usually only to people who are associated with mercenary companies.
Wow.
So they're
That's
quite
not
strict.
the kind of place I'm looking for, then.
No, it's
So it's
not.
like Psycho and stuff.
Looking for a
Um,
shady mist dealer on the
Psych.
side of
Yeah,
the
they're
road.
selling things like irons, tungstens, which
Accurate.
are sort of slow burn drugs that sort of burn your tongue, but if you burn them in your mouth for a long bit of time, can give you strength and endurance. And
Cool.
other such drugs like those that are highly beneficial in combat, but often highly addictive. And she'll suggest that for now you stay away. But anyway, 160 credits to a lot of you to have a coffee in here and a pastry. Go on.
Is Camilla's boutique around here?
No, Camilla's boutique is an upper class central shop. It should say in the master document where Camilla's boutique is.
Oh, does it?
So it will tell you that it is in Mallside. It is in a very big shopping center.
Oh man.
You are currently in Perdition. You don't want to buy anything down here, Josh. I will tell you that for free. However, sitting at a table a little way over from you are two stunningly beautiful beings that you can only describe as angels. Why are we listening to techno?
I thought this was playing in the coffee shop.
No, no one asked for that.
Just
No
a
one
couple of
told.
twinks.
Yep.
Server 2, what a prankster.
No, these are not the servers. As they're sitting, you'll notice that Shift is paying way more attention to what they're saying in your conversation. He keeps looking over, keeps looking over.
He's nosy.
And their conversation is beginning to get a little heated. And at first you think they're arguing about Rapture. And after a while, you'll work out that they're arguing over whether they should make an appearance at Rapture or not. They're due to be part of the street festival. And they're worried about some sort of danger. Shift sort of looks back at you all. He's just normally pretty safe on Rapture. Everything's sort of rerun. Wonder what they've done.
Well, if it's dangerous, then we probably shouldn't attend.
Oh no, it won't be dangerous to the commoner. I think.
What kind of danger could be at a festival like
Yeah,
this?
it's just pottery.
Shift sort of looks over and sorry, I couldn't help but hear your conversation.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus!
What do you fear?
Fear itself.
They turn to you, sort of both at the same time. Cyrus, the one who is wearing slightly less clothing. We are not wanted up above at the moment. Twice we have been received most appalling reception. Was harassed in the street. Christian sort of leans over and calls him a pretty boy.
Oh.
He's quite pretty. I mean, sure.
Sort of looks through his eyes, got like bright gold.
Oh no, I'm no offense. You
Yeah,
are a specimen, my friend. I mean, look at me. I am a bag of garbage compared to you.
I was like, come on.
Cyrus
you're
sort of nods and I take your point.
He's like, yeah, you're right.
Now that you mention it,
But
I am handsome.
it wasn't said in quite the same way.
No, I understand.
Oh, you mean if someone was like propositioning you?
If we go to Mardi Gras, we'll be partaking in one of the most stunning floats. Mardi Gras? I call it Mardi Gras.
I know. I was like, oh, they call it
Mardi
that here?
Gras.
That's a celestial term for it, I assume.
Oh my
I guess
goodness.
so.
We're learning celestial.
Oh, if I go to Rapture, we'll be hosting one of the most fabulous floats. Hosting one of the most fabulous floats of all time. Angelic Answers is it's everything, but people just seem to think they're entitled. Don't look, but don't touch.
Maybe you should wear more clothing when you're not on the job.
Wow.
Maybe
Vulgo
then
blame
there
the
wouldn't-
victim.
That his
Then there
gauze
wouldn't
like
be so
filmy
much
outfit.
confusion.
I could. Maybe. And then Christian sort of looks up and oh shit.
Hmm?
He looks at Cyrus and says, silence. He nods across the coffee shop, and as you turn around, you see this gentleman.
Oh
He's
no.
quite literally made of silver skin.
Angel
And
face.
as he walks, he sort of glides just above the ground and you can feel this sort of air of power emanating. As he turns towards you all, you get this sort of feeling that he's staring right into what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just Mikayla being silly.
Okay. He sort of stares like almost directly into your soul, and looks at each one of you. He sort of sniffs as if to say, like, doing it. He turns.
Wow.
Cyrus. He nods towards the door, and they get up, quietly walk away, leaving bits of pastry and coffee unfinished. Just as he's about to leave, he turns back. It's directly at you, Brozzig. Do I know you?
Whoa.
Oh no.
I do not think so, my friend.
No mind. He shakes his head briefly. As he gets to the door of the coffee shop, he looks back once again, and Brozzig, his eyes meet yours. Again, you feel like he's staring almost into your soul, but there is no recognition on your part whatsoever. You've never seen this creature. You've never even heard of him. He shrugs and leaves. And there's a sort of hushed silence in the coffee shop, as everybody has sort of just noted his presence and his leaving. As if he almost stifled the air out of the place. One Yuan-Ti couple, the gentleman who looks a little older, coughs a little too loudly. There's this awkward moment where everybody turns towards him, and then slowly the conversation resumes.
What was that all about?
I don't know that guy at all. He doesn't look like people I hang out with. He probably doesn't watch Zenball. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe,
that guy. I'm not
Brozzig,
friends
he was
with him.
distracted by your rugged good looks. Come on, don't talk down about
Hey,
yourself.
all right, Del. Okay, Del, calm down. I mean, you did tell me that the eye would be,
I
attractive.
know, it does look
attractive. I didn't
cool.
know. I cast a wide net, and sometimes you catch fish. I don't know.
Apparently.
Aisha comes in, walks over the table, and goes to you. We need to leave. Now,
Why?
as I said, so
don't ask
get
questions.
up quickly,
Let's
walk,
go.
follow me.
I do that. Quickly
Oleg
eat my
will
croissant.
She sort of
Get
looks
up
over
and-
and... Did you want to talk to Levon? Because it looks like we might not have a choice.
Oh, good. Yes.
What do you mean we don't have a choice? Who were those
They're
people?
looking for you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Come on, follow me. And as she leads you out, you will see two they look like large warforged. They're completely white. So it's like white metal. They've got huge wings, metal wings, over the edge. And there's this sort of almost Hanoi-like voice calling out. We are seeking 4 humanoids. They do
Ugh.
not have any implants. They may look like you or I. There's something different about them. If your eye passes over them or you forget them easily, look twice. You may not think they exist, but we are looking for them. 4 individuals.
Oh, no.
They do not have implants. They are humanoid. And the
Let's
message
get
keeps
outta here.
repeating, and Aisha is
Okay.
going to guide you very quickly between 2 shops. Go on.
I'm gonna cast disguise self to make myself look like Crocs.
Wow.
That won't stand out in the crowd.
Inconspicuous.
Well, I won't look like a regular humanoid, that's for certain.
Indeed, that is true. And Aisha will lead you very quickly to the hyperway, and you'll notice that Shift has completely vanished.
Oh, well, he does that, right?
Yeah.
He's
You get it out.
fine.
We get ratted out, Aisha.
I don't think so. I think that might be a little wider scale than you might expect. You're not just looking down here.
Oh, boy. Those all-white Warforged, do they, like, represent a certain
They're
company?
higher ups of the
or-
siphon. They represent a lot of money.
Oh, gosh.
The government regularly hire them, but Others do too.
That feels bad, right?
Oh,
Not good.
Oh, I wonder who we recently met who would sell us out like this.
You would
Just
know
a-
that it was too soon. Aisha will tell you that is too soon.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
I
She
don't
couldn't
think
have sold
that's-
us out
I don't
that
think
fast.
anything is impossible.
Well, you might be right. But I don't know. I think this is in place in a lot of places, and you're lucky you're down here. Come on, let's hope Luvan likes you still. With that, she will
wait,
lead
you
you
mean
to.
we can't go back to Darktown?
Oh, we'll go back. Just quietly.
Hmm.
Best thing for you guys to do is get lost in the crowds. First of all, she nods towards the door. Lead the way. You've been here before, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Who is?
Very briefly, the man at the door will sort of open the door. He's a Balor, huge demon. Opens the door and sort of looks down at you. You're expected. I will take you to the lift. He gestures for you to head through.
And he
looks
was
out.
expecting us.
He looks out
Elaborate.
behind the door and shuts it. Takes you to the lift, where it's just sort of plush black velvet carpet. These beautiful sort of mahogany walls. Goes up and there's this horrible elevator music playing this sort of repetitive little tinkle on the jazz. You can go up to the top floor and as the doors open, there's Livon.
Hello.
Good. I'm glad I didn't have to send someone to find you.
You were looking for us.
No. Although, I might have been shortly. I heard the commotion.
Mm.
I had hoped
No
you were
doubt.
somewhere safe.
Well, we are under your protection while down here, so of course we were
Yes,
safe.
I knew you'd
right?
used the hyperstream. I had merely hoped that you'd find your way here. And so you have. You'll need safe passage back up to Darktown, won't you?
Most likely.
I am still in your debt and ever so grateful.
We appreciate, as always.
Vulgo,
Luvan.
you had something to say.
Oh, he knows.
Yes,
He can
the
see the
the
illusion.
patron has true sight. Yes, he does.
Yay! Then I will drop the illusion.
Did
I
you have
forgot you were
something to say?
disguised.
No, I was gonna try and pretend to be Krongsworth if he knows that it's me.
I know he has true sight. It is a fairly low level illusion. Yours.
We're trying. Dvogo's trying his best. We all are.
I can get you to Darktown incredibly safely, but it might involve you looking a slight bit silly for a moment. I'm sure you won't
mean,
We're
mind.
used to that.
I have no shame. But before you send us, we
All
do
this
have
time.
we do a bit of side business maybe while we are here.
Business. Well, I do say.
Uh,
He snaps his fingers twice and then rings this tiny little bell, and an imp brings in a large golden goblet. He
Aw.
takes it and leans forward and takes a long sip on it. We'll go on.
Brozzig will pull out, or who has the box? I don't know. Brozzig has
The Brozzig
Probably
whiskey?
Del.
Probably you.
Yeah, probably maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know if you trust Brozzig with the whiskey or not.
Oh, that's
but,
true. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, whoever has it, we take out the box and
Mhm.
have you heard of the Rosewood before?
It's the slight smile.
Good stuff. Yes.
Yes, it is. Is this a gift? I'm already in your debt,
Well.
Brozzig.
Oh, maybe a bit of a tit for tat type situation, a bit of a trade.
A bribe.
Well,
A bribe, yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a
you
great
won't
way
have
to
to
put it.
do. It'll actually be less work for you if you take us up on our offer,
I would
as
see
opposed
you
to more work.
I would see you to Darktown regardless. So
No,
this is for
listen.
something else. What can I do for you?
We've been dealing with collusion now for a little bit, and we have met new friend. You may know him. He goes by Dylan.
That
He's
little
real
rat.
sorry. He's real sorry.
Oh, is he?
And this is a gift from him to you that we are delivering, with the hopes of him being able to travel freely without worrying about his life being forfeit.
And I had so hoped to see him on his knees begging.
If it makes you feel better, he won this. It used to belong to our friend Vulgo's favorite impersonation target, Krunks, and he does not know that we have it.
That does make it more interesting.
Right? Listen, he is
A
good.
personal apology would be much more in taste, but
Well, once he's free to, move around, we can see to that.
keep him out of perdition.
Oh,
I do not want to see
okay.
that little rat's hairy little ass anywhere in my streets. But if he stays above ground, fine. Done. You may take 100 experience points.
Thank you for your generosity. Well,
It is that. Remember it well. You chose the right bribe. That thief always did have taste. Do you know what he stole from me? Did he
Has
tell
he
you?
told us?
Did he tell
We
you?
know what he told us. We know what he told us.
What did he tell you? What did he tell you?
Out of character, I don't remember the cigars.
I
The
hadn't
cigars?
thought he had told you. So I find it quite surprising if I did say something.
Maybe he didn't then. Maybe that's why I can't remember what it is.
Hmm.
Didn't
Yeah,
know.
I
He did not.
don't
I guess
know.
maybe he didn't. I've been drinking.
We pressed him about it.
He was
No, I don't think
he was quite elusive, I believe.
Do we want to know, Luvon?
It is none of our business.
He stole a girl.
We definitely didn't tell us that.
No way. Dylan?
Wait,
He
he what?
definitely-
Sorry?
He
He
stole
definitely
a
doesn't
girl.
still have her in his possession. So
Oh, he gave it back. Immediately, but she's quite remarkable, you know.
in what way?
I believe you've met someone quite like her. Take an inspiration for that, Josh. Say it out loud instead.
Lex.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes. Lex. He didn't know what he was stealing. He merely stole an amulet. But it was how I was controlling her. I'm willing to let your friend run free, but from what I understand, if you were digging in that place, you might want a little more information, so let me give you something. Tit for tat.
Yes.
The man who programmed her. Lex. Works. Someone you may know.
Sorry, say that again.
Sorry, I was you.
Yeah,
You cut
my
out.
mic is being really shitty at the moment.
Works
The
for
man you who created her works for someone you may know of. His name is Garrick. You would know Garrick to be the head of Medicorp, who is one of the people that Vikasa asked you to keep an eye on at the soiree you are attending tomorrow.
Is this the guy we protected in the pre-campaign?
No, Josh. It's the guy who.
Ah.
It's the guy
That was
who you
Martin.
protected's most hated enemy.
Yeah, it was the dickhead guy.
Oh.
They have made great advancements since your friend Lex was created.
Oh.
Anyway, you'll be partaking in a float.
I'm sorry.
Are
You'll
you
be
telling
part.
us or you're
You'll be
asking?
part of the hot dog crew.
Oh boy.
That'll get you sailing through Darktown excellently. You get off at Darktown, you can watch the entire procession. The hot dog crew are fourth in line at Rapture's Street Festival. I'm sure it will be a enlightening experience.
Boy.
What do you mean?
We'll find out.
just mean that you are going to look utterly ridiculous. And Aisha is going to hate that. He smiles, and after a short moment, a Balor will come in holding 5 inflatable sausage outfits. And each one of you will need to dress up as a Frankfurter and join the dancing line on the float. Each
I'm
one
quite
of you
fond
gets
of
to
hot
do
dogs.
this.
You know, maybe I live in Perdition now.
Each one of you gets to do
Brozzig
this in a
loves it.
sausage outfit
loves
alongside
it.
6
Oh my
others.
Oleg doesn't mind.
And
Although he has like sunglasses on too.
it would seem that I did not need to do half of the prep that I did last week, because
Oh wow.
we're going to have to fucking retitle today's episode. No,
I know. I was like, we didn't even get to the rapture party.
you did not. Before you return, however, Luvon will look at you and... I could provide one last service. It is Rapture, after all, my favourite festival. You'll need a mask, won't you? I have some of the most excellent craftsmen in my pay. Do you know what you want to be today? Apart from alive.
I know what I want my mask to look like.
Do tell. Explain.
I
Keen
have-
detail,
I
but
have a-
not to me. Allow me to introduce you. Eorja. And Eorja is a changeling. As she comes in, she will look like a few different people before settling on a small, lithe demon that looks like a succubi who is completely naked. She looks over at you all,
All right.
rests her hand quite gently on Oleg's sort of like where his elbow is. Looks over at you all. Am I to be your crafts lady? Wonderful. What can I get for you? What can I do you for? Wait. Those aren't the right questions, are they? What would you like to be? Who?
I have a picture of a mask.
Can you describe it? For the sake of everyone.
Sure, I'll post the picture in chat, but it's basically looks like my patron.
Ha ha ha!
Okay, I like that.
Good for hiding.
That's
Perfect.
cute.
Yeah, and showing my allegiances.
It's just because I can just do that if you send me a picture.
Yeah.
That's why. We just...
Basically, when Jafar turns into a genie.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You can definitely get that. And within moments, she starts weaving in thin air out of nothing.
Wow.
And anybody who was a bard could learn from her to be a creation bard. Unfortunately, none of you are, so we won't go any further into Eorja other than me dropping this little tiny hint that I really wanted to. But she's a really cool character. And she's going to sew your mask out of thin air and hand it you. She will tell you that it will disappear in 24 hours. It will only last 24 hours. But that should get you to the end of Rapture unless you're partying it at 11:45 tomorrow morning. Brozzig? Who
You
do
know,
want to be?
I was thinking Quilzok this whole time, but you know the fellow who runs a store down in Perdition. I buy things. You know Kre'tchthet? You know him?
She sort of smiles. Beautifully repulsive.
Yes. But make sure you
I think we
leave
could
mouth
get the
open.
dripping poison effect into.
Yes. leave the mouth open. I need to be able to drink, but everything else,
She will. All 4 horns, dripping poison at the side, just gently down. It is fake poison. It disappears before it reaches the floor. She looks at Paisley. And you?
Could you make me a beautiful butterfly?
Oh, I could. Wonderful. And she will show you a butterfly that looks like it's made out of gemstones and silk.
Ooh.
But it, every time the wings sort of slowly flutter, the light shines in a myriad of 1,000 colors, and it's a different butterfly constantly.
Wow. This is perfect.
And she looks over to Oleg and sort of rubs slightly her naked shoulder against your shoulder. You know, rapture is quite amazing in Perdition. Unless... Oh, but you can't stay. You've got to be a sausage, is that right?
Don't remind me.
Yes, a rather large one, in fact.
How large?
About yay tall.
Oh my. It's very large, she says. And then sort of Lubon sort of gives her the stop it, bitch. Look, you're mine. And then she sort of, it's a shame to hide your pretty little face, but what would you like to be?
Well, I'd hope to make my own mask, but I can't deny that your work is something special. Know you the creature known as Cloaker?
Perhaps we could work together to create it.
Actually,
And
that
she
might
will
be
do
nice,
the
actually.
fabric parts that make it comfortable and fit well to your face, allowing you to craft the mask itself
Oh,
and look like a drawn back cloak.
Ooh.
Perfectly hideous. Oh,
a tribute to a friend, you'll say.
friend. You'll have to tell me the story sometime. Over a long,
Sure.
drawn-out meal. In private.
As long as you're buying.
For you, I'd consider it. Oh, I must leave. And as she goes to walk out the room, Oleg, she turns back to you, and she's a beautiful, naked succubus from the neck down. But she's wearing your face.
Oh,
Oh,
how fun.
sort of shudder.
Brozzig is confused.
And I will take us to the timeless tradition of MVPs.
That's how we're ending.
That is how we are ending.
Perfect.
Welcome to Rapture. We will pick up with
It is by itself.
the trip through the street
Sausage blow.
the street procession in Rapture, where you will be able to not only get up in Darktown, but then watch the whole procession and then move on to your own collusion party wearing your newly made masks. But in the meantime, we shall turn to the timeless tradition of MVPs. We had a rather exceptional recap by Rico, who said it was going to get hazy at some point, and it seemed to come through with startling crystal clarity. So
I didn't miss the
marvelous
Dylan
work.
thing.
Oh no, what a tragedy. It's the only thing that got you any XP today.
I know, huh?
So we will start with Pat. Pat, your MVP.
I like when we were shopping and Oleg was like, "Oh, this bag is wonderful," and then he's like, "Paisley, don't buy this shit. I can make one." I think that was great. I loved it.
Yeah, good. Josh.
Mine goes to the guy who works at I Buys Things. It was
Kre'tchthet.
really
Kre'tchthet.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
very fun.
I don't know if I hope you guys don't visit too often. That voice is taxing.
Oh no, he's
it's not
gonna be a
quite
major
as bad as
character.
Kosh, but it's pretty bad. But yes, I've been wanting to use that art and to just make him appear at some point since I grew the concept, and this is just a perfect campaign for it. Mikayla.
Yeah, I will probably say, talking to Ripley,
Yeah.
getting a big clue about our whole predicament here. And then just kind of immediately after that being wanted by somebody, it just got
Main
very
story
real.
is interfering.
Exactly, yeah, the main story, I'm trying to party.
The main story is I'm trying to party. Is that how that sounded? Rico.
Get that on your gun.
True. No, similarly, I really like the conversations with Ripley. I sort of like this idea of like, an eye for an eye, like a secret for a secret that we've been. It's been a common theme across this campaign. I feel it's sort of just like we're sharing this privy information for more information that we need.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I liked it.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's when I was trying to come up with the concept of the campaign, obviously you guys don't have implants, so you're missing out on some level of power. So you need to have something that gives you some sway, right? And realistically, the only thing that somebody with your power can wield is secrets. So it definitely is intentional, and I'm glad that that's shining through. I also really enjoyed a couple of moments with Ripley. Vulgo, obviously, it was delicious to tease you in such a manner. And that sort of, you don't like to Ripley manner. But actually, I thought that you yet again stayed very true to this, the case of telling you, I'm a secret. So I thought that was an interesting dichotomy. I really liked Brozzig basically saying, for fuck's sake, we know we're shit. Stop threatening, stop telling us how the world's going to kill us. And yet she was trying to warn you of exactly what you then came across in Perdition later today. So it was nice to see that go both ways. But mine goes to just, you can never ever put a shop in front of a bunch of players without them buying some random shit. Until I described the robe of eyes, Mikayla had probably no intention of buying it. As soon as I described it, her inner Phaedra came through and she was just like, yeah, I need it.
Well,
it
sounds cool and creepy.
Yeah, it's also quite useful. So there is that. But yes, I always love a shop. I put quite a lot of love and effort into my shops because I think that role-playing shopping in D&D is fucking fun. If we could go out and buy random magical items, we would. So why not have interesting shopkeepers and strange things going in? So
Gatts was fun too, even though he wasn't quite as crazy as the other guys.
He's an arsehole.
Yeah.
But I like Gatts. Yeah, he's a
was a lot.
reliable arsehole. He's somebody who I didn't create. I've got a friend who I was sort of lost for who was going to sell you guns. He was like, what about a guy called Gatts? Because a Gat is a gun in some English slang as well, which I didn't know until he came up with it. And he basically created the character.
Johnny Gat.
And he described him as the ugliest gnome you've ever seen. So that's pretty much what I stuck in an AI machine and came out with Gatts. So I'm glad you like him. But anyway, that is where we're going to end. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We shall see you soon.